The White House turned green today as the Emerald Isle paid a visit. Trump's tariffs go into effect, and the Democrats look to stonewall the Trump agenda. Here's the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cafe, he's in our air.
All right, number 1 reason Trump is trending today. It was a pinch me, I'm Irish kind of day at the White House today as it went green with the visit from the Prime Minister of Ireland, or the Taoiseach of Ireland, Michael Martin. He was there in the Oval Office in the White House with President Donald Trump, applauding him for seeking peace between Ukraine and Russia. Also, you had J.D. Vance, the Vice President, hosting a St. Patrick's Day breakfast. So it was a fun, upbeat St. Patrick's type of feel at the White House today. But boy, the Rosie O'Donnell jokes were flying on social media. Rosie O'Donnell, of course, has left the country to relocate to Ireland because she has Trump derangement syndrome to the moon. And some of these were funny. Ireland is imposing a 125% tariff on imported U.S. goods until we agree to take Rosie back. Those were the type of memes we were seeing all over social media today. And even one of the reporters at the White House today asked about Rosie O'Donnell, asking, why in the world would you let Rosie O'Donnell move to Ireland? Trump jumped in and said, I like that question. Do you know who she is? The prime minister had no idea what we were talking about. And Trump goes, you're better off not knowing. If he knew any better, he'd give up every pot of gold at the end of the rainbow to get her the hell out of Ireland. So while that was funny, what's not funny is what the globalists have done to Ireland itself. Because back in 2022, the number 1 boy's name in Galway, Ireland, was Muhammad. And I remember the man on the street videos interviewing these Irish people. Now in 2024, last year, it fell to number 3. But still, top 5 boy's name in a city in Ireland, Muhammad. They have been invaded. The globalists have put these people in there. It's a multiculturalism is our friend. It's our hero. So Ireland has a lot of work to do itself. But nevertheless, it was a fun day at the White House with the Irish theme. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today. Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, blasted New York Democrats for being pro-illegal immigrant and their pro-illegal immigration policies, citing Governor Kathy Hochul and state Democrats. Of course, Trump is trying to get rid of all of these sanctuary cities. And you had this lunatic, this New York City mayoral candidate, Zoran Mamdini, shouting at Tom Homan. I mean, this guy was screaming at the top of his lungs. It looked like he had a piece of gel stuck in the back of his hair or something, unless there's a white spot there. But he's screaming at him about this and that. And obviously, a political stunt trying to show, hey, I stick up for you illegal immigrants that he wants to get rid of. And somehow, that he's like ranked number 3rd in the candidacy for mayor in New York. Like, this guy obviously staged his political stunt to show the illegal immigrants that he's got their back. And this, to me, is mind-boggling, how you could have somebody standing up for illegal immigrants over the American citizens, and people are like, yeah, that's the guy we might want to vote to be our mayor. This is wild to watch. Curtis Sliwa has got to become the next mayor of New York City, or they are going to be worse than they are now. Hopefully Trump can get rid of these sanctuary cities. But I don't know who this Zoran Mandini is trying to shout at Tom Homan. Tom Homan got a hold of him. He twisted him into a bookend. The borders are not backing down. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today. The Senate Democrats are poised to stop the GOP funding bill with the government shutdown looming on Friday. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said this afternoon that Democrats will not help Republicans pass a GOP funding bill that would avoid a government shutdown this weekend. Instead, he called for a bipartisan support for a shorter-term Democratic measure that would also avoid a shutdown. So now you have the flip-flop from the Democrats, who you have about hours worth of video footage of them explaining why you can't shut the government down, what it would do to these government workers. There's hours of footage of all of these same Democrats telling you why you can't shut the government down. And now, wow, look, Donald Trump is president, and they are willing and ready to shut the government down. The Republicans are going to need about 8 senators to jump on board and pass this bill, which got through the House yesterday. And so we're going to see how it plays out. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, the global tariffs have gone into effect today on steel and aluminum products. 25% tariff on metal imports. Canada and Europe have responded to this, with Canadian officials saying that they would impose over $20 billion in retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods. So we know Trump has been playing the tariff war game, specifically with Canada, but now it's imposed over in Europe. Canada tried to threaten to shut down our electricity. That lasted about maybe 6 hours before the guy came to his senses after one simple tweet from President Donald Trump. Canada is in no match to bargain with us because we don't need Canada. Canada needs us. They know it. We know it. President Donald Trump knows it. Donald Trump is playing this tariff game because he is tired of the American people getting ripped off by these other countries, and I absolutely love to see it. I hope he raises the tariffs even more on these people who have been ripping off the taxpayers in this country for far too long. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today, U.S. inflation report is out, and it is good. Inflation has cooled. It has dropped. White House putting out a statement today saying, winning, inflation eases as job creation soars and border security pays off. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt responded by saying, today's CPI report shows inflation is declining and the economy is moving in the right direction under President Donald Trump. Core consumer prices, which is the best measure of inflation, dropped to its lowest in 4 years. The inflation report, much like last week's job report, is far better than the media predicted and the so-called experts expected. When will they learn to stop doubting President Donald Trump? Now, you have inflation down, egg prices plummeting. You have oil, gas prices plummeting. You have interest rates dropping. You have job growth in the private sector going up. And we are only 52 days into the presidency of President Donald Trump. He is firing on all cylinders, delivering for the American people. I'm here for every minute of it. I support President Donald Trump, and I love watching the winning continue with President Trump and the media, the left, and some on the right continuing to melt down each and every day. Those are the reasons I got for you guys. If you enjoy these breakdowns, make sure you follow the podcast so you can hear the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.